What's the single biggest expense quietly draining your wealth? And why hasn't anyone told you about it? You've probably heard of hidden costs like interest rates or expensive habits, but there's one expense most people overlook, and it's right under their noses. It's not your mortgage. It's not your student loan debt. It's your car. According to Forbes, the average American spends almost $10,000 a year on their car. Everything from payments to gas, insurance, and maintenance. Yet, no one talks about it like it's a financial burden. Instead, we've been conditioned to think of it as a necessity, a convenience. But when you stop and look at the numbers, that car is quietly siphoning thousands of dollars from your bank account every year. Let me take you through how this hidden wealth killer works, and how you can stop it from draining your finances. How much of your income do you think is disappearing into this hidden cost without you even realizing it? The average car payment in the US is now $716 a month. Add to that the $1,771 you pay on average for insurance, and you've got a hefty amount flowing out of your pocket. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Most people forget to include expenses like gas, maintenance, and the depreciation that starts the moment you drive your car off the lot. According to NerdWallet, Americans spend around $9,282 annually just to keep their cars running. That's a huge chunk of your salary, over 13% of the median household income. And it's all going into a depreciating asset. And let's not even get into the opportunity cost, the money you could have invested elsewhere. Please like and subscribe. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Your support is appreciated. Thank you. Why do so many people spend more on their car than they can truly afford? There's a psychological element here too. As noted by the Wall Street Journal, many people are under the false assumption that more expensive cars signal success. Car dealerships know how to exploit this mindset. Flashy ads with a luxury SUV gliding down a scenic highway tell you, you deserve this. And the monthly payment? It's made to seem like something you can easily afford, even though stretching your budget to make it work means sacrificing something else. But here's the truth. The average loan term for a new car has climbed to 72 months, 6 years, and it's not unusual for it to go even longer. It's one thing if you're purchasing a car you can pay off in 3 years, but stretching out that payment cycle for years means you're paying more interest, not to mention perpetuating debt. Did you know that even owning a modest car like a Honda Civic can cost you 16% of your gross salary? This is where the math gets real. The base price of a Honda Civic is around $25,000. You finance that with an interest rate of 4% for 5 years. Your monthly payments alone are over $400, adding up to $4,800 per year. Throw in the cost of insurance. $1,200 per year on average for a basic Civic, plus $800 annually for maintenance and gas, and suddenly your modest car is costing you $7,000 per year, or 16% of a $45,000 salary. And don't forget depreciation. A brand new Civic loses about 20% of its value in the first year. So in just 12 months, your $25,000 car might be worth only $20,000. By the time you're finished paying off that loan, you could end up with an asset that's worth much less than what you owe. The worst part? You're stuck with it because you've already committed to that payment plan. What's the true cost of driving off the lot with a brand new car? And how can you avoid this trap? It's simple. The true cost of driving a brand new car is the immediate depreciation that happens the second you drive off the lot. Your new car loses about 11% of its value just by leaving the dealership, and it continues to lose value at a rate of about 15% per year for the first 5 years. So what's the alternative? Buy a used car. According to Edmunds, a certified pre-owned car that's 2 to 4 years old still has plenty of life left in it, but has already taken the hardest depreciation hit. You can save thousands while still getting a car that feels new. Why do we equate success with owning a flashy car? And is it worth the financial strain? It's a societal pressure that's been ingrained in us since childhood. We're told that a shiny new car equates to success, especially in today's world of social media, where a picture of a luxury car can translate into instant status. But is it worth it? If you want to make smarter financial decisions, you have to question these societal pressures. Bloomberg recently reported that millennials are beginning to shift away from this mindset, opting for more affordable cars, fewer luxury purchases, and instead putting money into savings and investments. So why not follow suit? It's time to redefine success, not by what we drive, but by what we own, in terms of assets, investments, and financial freedom. How many of your financial decisions are influenced by keeping up with the Joneses? Let's get real for a second. How many of your financial decisions are based on what your neighbors are doing, or what you see on social media? Keeping up with the Joneses is one of the most common financial traps. Think about it. How often have you caught yourself thinking, if they can afford it, why can't I? But the reality is, you don't know what's going on behind closed doors. Those successful people might be living paycheck to paycheck or drowning in car debt. The key to financial freedom is to stop comparing your financial situation to others and start making choices based on your personal goals, not what's popular. So, what's the best way to buy a car that saves you thousands in depreciation? First, buy used. You've heard the phrase, new cars lose their value the moment you drive them off the lot. So why pay full price for something that's already losing value? Consider a certified pre-owned vehicle that's 2 to 3 years old. It'll have already taken that biggest depreciation hit, but you'll still be driving something modern with plenty of life left. Second, don't finance for more than 36 months. The longer your loan term, the more interest you'll pay, and the more likely you are to end up upside down in the loan, owing more than the car is worth. Could living closer to work save you both time and money in the long run? Absolutely. Let's think about the math for a second. If you're driving 40 miles a day, that's around $5,000 a year in gas, maintenance, and depreciation. And that doesn't even take into account the stress of commuting. If you lived closer to work, not only would you cut down on transportation costs, but you'd save time, and time is money. There are small habits that can add up to big savings. Shop around for car insurance. A simple comparison could save you $500 to $1,000 annually. Do your own maintenance. Learn to change your oil or fix small issues like replacing air filters. There are plenty of good DIY videos you can learn from on YouTube. These simple tasks can save you hundreds. Drive smarter, avoid aggressive acceleration, braking, and excessive idling. It improves your gas mileage and reduces the wear and tear on your vehicle. How much wealth could you build if you invested the money you currently spend on car ownership? Consider this. If you saved just $5,000 a year on car expenses and invested that in a low-cost index fund that averages 7% returns, you could have $200,000 in 20 years. That's money you could use to build your future, not just pay for a car that loses value every year. The number one wealth killer isn't a mystery. It's sitting right in your driveway. But the good news? You can stop it. You can make smarter decisions with your car and reclaim that money to build wealth and financial freedom. Thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. You can check out another video that is now on your screen.